Yo, what's going on, everybody? Y'all already know who it is. It's your favorite gamer girl, Crunk Girl 711, back at y'all again with a new video. Here to do my impression slash discussion slash review, I guess, for Microsoft's E3 conference or their E3 briefing, which was earlier today. I think it started around 5. It was a little over 90 minutes. I think they went over. They went over like 12 minutes. Um, like I said before, I was gonna do my reviews like this from now on instead of doing a whole review. Then I gotta upload it and all that shit. So I'm gonna go over the games, what they showed, what I thought about the conference, and I'll probably give y'all my grade too at the end. So let's go. I got notes too, just so y'all know. Got notes. Like I was taking notes. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all see me look down, that's what I'm looking at. So let's get it. Let's get started, man. I got what? How many people in here? I got 3 people in here right now. All right, cool. So Bethesda goes in about what? It's almost 10 o'clock. So 2 more hours. Bethesda goes. So I decided to knock this out real quick before Bethesda goes. So here we go, yo. Microsoft and their team has been touting this Scorpio for the past year. I have been tired of hearing about this motherfucker. I have been tired of hearing about this chip. I was just ready for it to come out. So they finally showed the console, and the console looks really good. It looks like an Xbox One S, but it looks very sleek. They went over what's all in it and all that. I didn't care about all that. Some vapor cooling and all that type of shit. But after I heard that, I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker is gonna be $4.99. Ain't no way this is gonna be $3.99 for what they talking about. So they gave the name, and it's Xbox One X. Yeah, I said that, Xbox One X. That's the name of the console. I thought it was gonna go with something else, but they took S, so I guess they was like, fuck it, we're gonna go with X. Next up, they showed their darling, the game that we all knew was gonna be there. The actual only game, if I'm not mistaken, that they said true, like they said 4K 60 frames. Like I think that's the only game they said this for, which was Forza 7. We all knew it was gonna be there. They shouldn't have had to actually do as long of a video as they did or footage of that game, because all of us knew. I mean, they had Forza's Forza. We all know what it is. It looked good though. Forza looked amazing. I'm not a sim fan, but it looked good. And they got a release date. Comes out October 3rd. Oh yeah. And we got a release date for the Xbox One X. It comes out on November 7th. So they gave that away too. Then next up, they showed a third-party game, multi-plat, Metro Exodus. Metro Last Light, very good game. So it looked phenomenal. Graphically, it looked amazing. Can't wait to try that game. I don't know if it gave a release date for that game or not. I don't think so. If it comes out this year, fantastic. That's a good game to come out. If not, come out next year. Cool with me too. That was a Metro looked amazing. The last game looked pretty good for it to be on the PS4 and Xbox One. It looked really good. And I heard that if you had that game on PC, it was pushing your graphics card. So then they showed one of my favorite games that they showed, which is another multi-plat, which is Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Origins. We already knew this game was coming. It already leaked. So it's not like we didn't know it was coming. Of course, we knew Microsoft was probably going to have marketing rights. But touche to Ubisoft. Take off 2 years every time. No more yearly installments of Assassin's Creed no more. If this is what you come up with. You know what I'm saying? If this is what you can come up with, take 2 years every time. Don't do that yearly shit no more. Assassin's Creed Origin looks amazing. They didn't whitewash the Egyptians. The Egyptians actually look Egyptian with fair skin. They don't look like white people. If you think the Egyptians were white, you're crazy as fuck. You don't read history. I'm a huge history person. I actually wanted to go to college for history, but I changed my mind the last minute. But I'm a history buff. I've aced every history class I've ever taken. I love history. I watch History Channel. I watch documentaries. I anything dealing with history, I know it. So when I heard they were going back to Egypt, I was like, how are they going to do this? And how are they going to do Egyptians? I wanted to see if they were going to whitewash them or they were going to do them justice. But they did them justice, man. The gameplay looks dope. They're adding RPG elements to the game, which I'm excited about. It gave me sort of a Horizon type of feel to it as well when you the looting system and all that. Um, Combat looks really good. The main character, from what I saw, kind of looks how can I explain it? We don't know his personality yet. We don't really know anything about the story, but character wise, from how he looks and all that, it looks really good. Animations look real smooth. Didn't see no stuttering or anything like that. Great, look good. Fantastic showing. Let's see, what else did I put? Oh, and they showed Eagle Eye. Eagle Eye's changed. That what they did with Eagle Eye is dope. Like when you cut Eagle Eye on, a real eagle fly up and he'll go over wherever you're looking for, and he it's basically like a what you call that shit? I forgot the name of it. Basically, basically like spying over like hovering over somewhere and peeping out where this is at, where that is at, and then he can call the eagle to come back to him. I thought that was extremely dope. I thought Eagle Eye was used very good. That was a dope thing that they changed up. Let me see. The world looks very colorful and lush, and I'm hoping the actual game looks like that, and we just didn't get a visual slice of what the game gonna look like. Um, Voice acting looked really good. Voice acting looked really good. I mean, sounded good. Not look good. And combat looks fluid. And then a release date, October 27th, 2017. So that's when that's coming out. Let's see. Then they talked about Mixer a little bit, and then they went to some of the games that are coming from PC to console. They kept saying this a lot: console launch exclusive. And when I was wondering, like, I'm like, is this okay? Is this exclusive or is it a launch exclusive or what? Because a lot of it was that shit was popping up, which basically just lets me know it's timed. It's a timed exclusive. But they changed the word to say something different, but it's the same thing. They said it a lot during this conference. Console launch exclusive. Console launch exclusive. The only time you really knew something was exclusive was when they had Xbox exclusive / Windows 10, and that's how I was like, okay, well this is Microsoft right here. You can tell. So they showed Player Unknown Battlegrounds. That's a huge PC game. That's coming at Xbox first. Let me see. Deep Rock Galactic. That looked kind of dope. It was shell shaded type of game. That looked dope. Let's see. State of Decay 2. Oh, and Deep Rock Galactic is a 4-player co-op too. So that's dope. And then after that, they showed State of Decay 2. I never played the first State of Decay 2, first State of Decay. But the second one looked cool. Graphically, I think it's a step up from the last one. But is it like a major, like huge step up or looking like Assassin's Creed type stuff? Nah, but it does look better than the first game. It looks like it's gonna be fun though. 4-player co-op. And I'm happy for the people who actually support these smaller devs, because the people who make State of Decay 2, smaller devs, I've met them before. I met them at PAX East back in 2015, I believe, 2015, 2014. I met the devs that actually developed State of Decay. So, and it's actually a lady. So Real cool. Uh, let's see. And I think it comes out spring 2018. That's where I was like, what? Like I for sure thought that was coming out this year, but nah, it's coming out next year, and it's coming out spring of next year. So that's like around this time next year. Well, not well. I'm trying to think. Probably maybe April, maybe May. It may come out right before the summer. So yeah, man. That's that. Then we go to the Darwin Project. That like a cool game. Something that you probably wouldn't think you would see on a Microsoft stage, but it was on stage. Um, let's see. God, Minecraft. I'm not a fan of Minecraft. I respect Minecraft though. Uh, for me, they went on for too long. They went on for way too long. Um, but for the 4K textures, like when they swipe back and forth between the regular game and the 4K Super Duper Pack, the game has been upgraded. It and also they're uniting players in the community with PC, mobile, and consoles with the 4K update, and I think people can play with each other except you know who, PlayStation. From what I've heard, PlayStation rejected with the Minecraft and playing with everybody in the same community. So I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard. um yeah, it's the super duper graphics pack. um and this is where shit started to get a little interesting for Microsoft. um we heard a few months ago that Phil Spencer was heading to Japan, and we didn't know why. And we was thinking, was he going for some games from Capcom? Was he getting some games from Square Enix, or who was he talking to in Japan? And out of those talks, what came about? So I'm guessing this is what the first start of them going for some Japanese games is going to look like, third party wise, anyway. Um, Third party wise, I'm thinking that most of this stuff is marketing. So they went for some Japanese games. They got Dragon Ball Z Fighter. I mean Dragon Ball Fighter Z. When I tell you that shit looked amazing, that shit looked amazing. 2D. It's a 2D fighter. Haven't seen one of those in a hot ass minute. That joint will get bought and will get played ASAP. That shit looked amazing. Um, then they showed Black Desert Online. I heard it's a real cool game. I've never played it, but I heard that game is tough on PC. And it's a launch exclusive as well. The Last Night, that's a console launch exclusive. The Artful Escape, I thought that looked dope. Um, and one of my favorites out of this group of the Japanese game was Code Vein. Code Vein looked amazing. So that's something I actually would buy too. So yeah. Let's see. Then we go to the issue of the whole conference and the pacing issue. They were like, okay, this is good, and then they got to Sea of Thieves, and then that shit just put me to sleep. Sea of Thieves just doesn't. I don't know what it is about that game. It just doesn't show well. Um, I'm not interested in it. It's some people who actually may play this game and may like it, but the way that they showed it, it threw off the pacing of the whole conference for me. A lot of my friends and people who are actually at E3 said the exact same thing. It was like, yo, I was like going to sleep in there, man. Like it just didn't show well. And when they showed the long ass video for it, this motherfucker say it's coming out next year. I'm like, what? You gonna show this long, I mean super long ass gameplay footage, and then the game ain't even coming out this year, it's coming out next year? I I don't know. I don't know about that. Um but that shit fucked up the whole flow of the conference for me. It was just way too long what they showed. Then they showed a game called Tacoma. Tacoma comes out August the 2nd, so they gave that game a release date, and I think that's an exclusive. I'm not sure. Uh, Let me see. Then they showed an actual game I thought was Conquer at one time, and then I looked, I'm like, no, this it's an actual Oculus Rift game. Um, that's called Super Lucky Tales. It's a platformer. It looks dope, and it's a game that comes from Oculus Rift. Um, and it looks dope. It's a nice little platformer, something completely different from what usually Xbox shows on their main stage. And I'm happy that they're giving games like that a chance and showing those types of games on the main stage. Um, so let's change over. They finally gave Cuphead a release date, but I was a little mad that they gave it this release date, September 29th. I was thinking Cuphead should have came out at the beginning of the year, just because it's a smaller title, and I think that it would do better if it was in like February, March, April, even after they could have made this game free, not free. Could have made this game available today, and I think it would have done better than it's going to do in maybe September. I may be wrong. It may not even matter. The game may be that good that it does good, but I'm just glad it got a release date because I'm excited to to play Cuphead. Um, Next up we got what Crackdown. And this is my most disappointing part of the whole show. If y'all didn't know, I called Crackdown when they first showed it at Gamescom. I knew that Crackdown was coming. So when they went dark for like a year, I'm like, okay, we haven't heard anything from Crackdown. And then we heard about Scorpio. And I'm like, all right, cool. Crackdown not coming out this year. It's going to come out next year. I'm like, all right, cool. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Then we didn't hear shit from it again. I'm like, okay, they've been quiet for the past 2 years. Are they working on Scorpio? Then they showed Terry Crews and all that. I'm like, okay, get hype, get hype. Then they showed stuff that I was like, what are we looking at? I want to see buildings falling everywhere and all this. And then I hear that what we saw was story mode and that they're saving multiplayer for Gamescom. And I'm like, no, 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 no. You should have shown multiplayer at E3. Bad move. You didn't show any of the destructibility in a lot of the stuff that most people that I know who play Crackdown what they care about. I did not like the showing for Crackdown 3. And I am a fan. I love Crackdown. That's one of my favorite games that Microsoft has ever made. I have two. Crackdown 3 and Alan Wake. Those are my favorite Microsoft games. Like favorite. So for them not to show me what I wanted to see, because I was bigging this game up all year. I'm like, nah, don't talk shit about it. It's coming. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be dope. I got a feeling, and then they just disappointed me. Even if it's at Gamescom and it does this and does that, they had a chance to blow the roof off with that if they would have just blew up a whole building and that shit fell down. But they didn't do it. So I'm disappointed, man. And that actually brought my grade down dearly because it just for this show it brought my grade down a lot. Because I was so like high on that game, and then it just then ID Xbox came and they showed a slew of ID Xbox games. They showed Battle Right, Surviving Mars, Upserver, I think that's how you say it, Robocraft, Dink Lords, what's this? Minimum Masters, Oblets, Dark Light, Stage Brigade, Riverbond, Hello Neighbor, Shift, the Conan game, Brawl Out, and it showed more, but I couldn't get them all because it was showing them like that. Like every 5 seconds you was getting a new game, and you really didn't have time to write them all down. Some of them look really good. There was one that they showed that caught my attention. I can't think of the name of it. It was like a 2D type game. It was the I forgot the name of it. The Last Night, I believe that's the name of it. That game looked dope. Ashen, they showed that. Then they went into something I didn't think they were gonna get. They got Life is Strange 2, Before the Storm. That comes out August, what is this, 31st? or the 11th. I can't even read my own hand right now. I was writing so fast. Comes out in August though. Comes out August 2017. Um, for all you PlayStation players out there, we actually just got this game this month for PlayStation Plus. So if you haven't played it, go ahead and play that. I'ma play it. I have the physical and I have the digital from PlayStation Plus. So I'll be playing that. Get that out of the way before August. Uh, then they showed another game that I thought was fantastic third party wise, but we already knew that it was coming, and we already knew that they had third party marketing rights for it, and that was Middle Earth Shadow of War. Um, that game looks fucking phenomenal. That may be up there with Game of the Year. For me, it just depends on how E3 shakes out, and once we figure out what games are coming out and everything gets a release date, and we start looking at this comes out then, this comes out then we'll know for sure. But I'm thinking like the way this game looks, yeah, Game of the Year contender all the way. I actually still own mine. Do I have my Middle Earth Shadow Water? I do. Still have mine. Still need to beat this game too. Still own it. Still in the case. All that. So I still need to beat this joint. So this would be another game I go back to during the summertime and try to beat. That over there. See, what did I write down for that? It looks fantastic. The voice acting is really good. The combat looks way more fluid than it already did. And then they showed a little bit of the stuff that you can do with the actual I forgot the name of the system. They expanded upon the system that they had from the last game. And they gave it the release date October 10th. They actually moved the date up, I believe, because of Grand Theft Auto leaving, so they moved it up. Then let's see. After that, they showed actually one of their best looking games, one of the most beautiful looking games, Ori and the Will of the Wisp. That game will be winning a lot of awards for graphics and a lot of awards for music. That game looked phenomenal and might have been one of the best. Well, I know I wouldn't. What I say? I would say out of all the games that they showed that were exclusive, I think Cuphead and Ori visually are the best two looking games that they showed. Um, let's see. But yeah, that game looks fucking phenomenal. They had my man's on the keys and he was playing the piano, and then you saw it just go up, and I was like, ooh, that's Ori, and that shit looked fucking amazing. Let's see. What else did they show? Backworld combat. Oh, said Backworld cut. They showed backwards compatibility, and that all of the OG Xbox games are going to be coming to the console. What was funny about this was the whole time you really didn't hear no screaming or cheering like that. Hey Cranker, I'm actually listening to another podcast, so I'm just going to start. Oh, all right, yeah, man. For sure. I'm almost done actually, because I'm finna get on waiting on Bethesda to start their show at 12. I'm probably gonna rest up a little bit, eat, and then I'll be back. But yeah, man, thanks. Just watch this thing afterwards or whatever. I know it's a lot of podcasts and stuff going on right now because everybody getting, you know what I'm saying, getting their rocks off and talking about all these games we saw today. But shouts out to you, Tiger King. Yeah. What did they show? The backwards compatibility games, the OG joints are coming back. And when he said that, there was like a ruckus, like, oh! And I'm looking around like, where was this when they showed all these brand new games? Like, they showed so many brand new games, and you really didn't get that response from them. And then you talk about games that are like 15, 20 years old, and you hear a ruckus of like a crowd. I'm like, I don't know how to feel about that. I was like, okay, well, I mean, if that's what they want, Phil, give it to them. Let's see. And they showed something about Crimson Skies. They showed some of that, so that's gonna be on there. Then they talked about Halo Wars 2, Forza Horizon 2, Minecraft, and Gears of War will be getting a 4K update. So he's talked about that, and KI as well. Um, then they gave us the price. Price $4.99. What's going on, Jones? You say it sucked? Nah, this is their best show this generation, dog. Being real with you, what they showed. This is the best show they've ever had. But saying that, not saying a lot because most of the games that they actually showed were multiplats. Most of the games that they showed that I actually liked were multiplats. But then they didn't have a first party IP, a new first party IP. Calling it. Yeah, it's a multiplat though, so it is what it is. But yeah, uh, it looked pretty good. Oh, I got what 12 viewers in here. What's going on, people? Looking all wild and shit, but it is what it is. It's Sunday, man. Um, what else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, yeah. At the end of the show, after they talked about the backwards compatibility stuff, they talked about the price. So earlier today, Jeff Keighley came out and was like, without a doubt, he was like, it's $4.99, and people was like, oh, it was like a big hoopla on Twitter, and I was like, yo, Microsoft might be trolling all of us, and it might be $3.99. Hold on, shit, it was $4.99, and you didn't hear a peep in there. Niggas was like, like you ain't really hear no applause or none of that shit. And I was like, damn. No Ultimates look sick, but their lack of strong first party games is sad. Yeah, they did not. That's my one knock on this whole entire conference. They did not show. This is the second year in a row that they didn't show a first party new IP. This is the second year in a row that they've done that. They haven't shown one. Maybe they'll show one at Gamescom, but I think they could have took a third party game out. Tell us what you expected for Sony when you talking about this. Oh, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that at the end. I'm almost done with Microsoft. Um, but that price point of $4.99, I'm not getting one day one. I didn't see enough at this show that's only exclusive to Microsoft to make me want to buy one. Um, I'm iffy about Crackdown because they didn't show me what I wanted to see. They didn't show multiplayer, and what they did show, I wasn't feeling it. So I'm still standing out. I'm waiting. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna buy one, but did this show make me want to buy an Xbox One? No. But that's not saying that this was a bad conference, because by all means, I don't think it was. For Microsoft, I think this was a pretty good conference. They had a huge variety of games. I mean, this is the most variety I've ever seen Microsoft ever show on their stage. So I give them props for that. They showed Japanese games, they showed indies, they showed first party games, and they showed third party games. So with that being said, I was cool with that. I was hoping that it was $3.99 because that would have lit a fire under Sony's ass. But after this show, I don't think Sony is worried too much, because Sony has one thing that Sony does have that Microsoft doesn't. It's first party. And I got a feeling that all we gonna see for the most part is gonna be it's gonna be a lot more first party titles at Sony's conference. And we're gonna see we may see Battlefront. We probably gonna see what else? A couple of the more third party, you know what I'm saying, that we may not know about. But this right here, what I'm going to talk about now, is the best game I have seen E3. The best game that was at Microsoft's conference, and it wasn't even a first party title, it was third party. And it's by BioWare, it's by their A team, and it's called Anthem. That by far was the best game that they showed today. When I say best game, I mean that was the best game that they showed today, and that is the best game that I have seen personally at E3 so far. Anthem looks fucking damn amazing. It looks like Mass Effect mixed with fucking Destiny. That shit looked crazy. I was in here like, yo, this right here this was disrespectful, because for the people who love Mass Effect, it seems to me like you should be pissed because Mass Effect could have been way better looking at this damn game. That Anthem, oh my god, in its open world, it's like Destiny mixed with fucking Mass Effect. That's how that game, Anthem is going to be a problem. I don't know if they gave a release date or not, or a window or whatever. I'm gonna have to look that up. What's my definition of a console exclusive launch? Basically, it's like a timed exclusive. It's coming to them first. That's how I feel about it. I was confused when I first seen that though. We saw that a lot too. Console launch exclusive. Console launch exclusive. You tripping over this game. Hell yes! Anthem looked fucking amazing. Anthem looked dope. Anthem gave me the feeling like when I first saw Horizon. Anthem looks dope. I'm not a fan of Mass Effect. I've never liked Mass Effect, but I have a respect for Mass Effect. So when I heard that the B team worked on Mass Effect and the A team worked on what it was called Project Dylan, when I saw Project Dylan, and they didn't show much yesterday at EA's conference. They was like they're gonna show gameplay footage. They was gonna show gameplay footage at Microsoft's conference. I was like, that's interesting. You can tell team by team who worked on what. You can tell the A team, they worked on Project Dylan or AKA Anthem. And the B team, they gave them their most prized possession of Mass Effect and they fucked it up. Like, yeah, you get this over here and you get this over here, and you like, yeah, that's the A team. You can look and tell. Like, I don't even know why they gave them. They should have not even done Mass Effect if they weren't gonna let the A team do it, because the B team fucked it up. 2018. Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. 2018. I'm cool with that. That game looks amazing. They ain't gotta show me no more of that game. I want that game. Anthem, I need that. Anthem looks fucking amazing. That was the best game that they showed for this whole entire conference. I'm just saying. All right, so top 3 games from this conference would have to be Anthem, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball FighterZ Z, and Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Those are my top 3 games. In my the third, I said my runner up 4th game that I thought was Assassin's Creed. Exclusive game wise was Ori. I think they showed Ori. That was exclusive. Crackdown 3, Cuphead, Forza, and Sea of Thieves, I believe. And Sea of Thieves. Out of all of those games, out of all of the exclusive games that they showed, I think Ori was the top game for me. And after that, probably Cuphead. So overall, I'm gonna give Microsoft a solid B-. The only reason why I'm gonna give it a B- is because, for one, it did not show me one new IP from a studio, and they haven't done it in the past 2 years. That is unfucking acceptable. Come on, y'all, come on, man. I thought that was unacceptable, and if Sony does that, I'm gonna be mad too, because we need Sucker Punch. It's time for them to show something. It's time you show you at least have to show one new IP from your first party, at least one. They ain't get nothing. They took an L on that. They took an L with Crackdown. I'm truly pissed with Crackdown. They should have showed multiplayer. Should have showed and not saved that for Gamescom. No, you should have showed that at E3. Out of Metro. See, Metro was dope. Metro was dope, man. I'm not even gonna play it. Yeah, I'm not playing Sea of Thieves. Like, that's not my type of game. People who do like it, that's cool. I'm not knocking you for that, but for me, that joint made me like yawn, and I'm like, oh, they dragging. What made it worse? They dragged it. They dragged that shit. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I talked about everything that's on my list, man. And I wrote down a lot because they actually showed a lot of games. A lot of them weren't exclusive. A lot of them were more multiplayer, but they showed more of a variety of games this is what I've been wanting from Microsoft for the past maybe 5 years, is way more variety. I'm excited. I'm gonna give it a solid B minus, or maybe it's a B minus for me. That's like a 7.5 to an 8, and if you're gonna go from the 1 to 10 range for me. I was excited. Most of these games I can get on PlayStation. I don't care about the Ultra HD and 4K and all that shit. I never cared. If I cared, I would have got a PlayStation Pro and upgraded to a 4K TV, but I don't. I got a regular PlayStation over there, and I'm good for now until I feel like I need to upgrade. But overall, I like this conference, man. I thought they did pretty damn well. I was disappointed a lot with some stuff, but it wasn't like a major disappointment to where I would say that this conference was trash. But that's me. So I think y'all asked some questions. Let me scroll up real quick. Let me see. Crunk, what's your definition of a console exclusive launch? Yeah, I heard Syndicate was good. Let me see. All of their first party games had a cartoon look to them or some type of cell shading to it. There's the photoreal games to show all that power. Sam Walt, I agree with you. Yeah, you know what game that was? Forza. I think Forza was their darling game that showed the 4K textures and all that shit. I don't think we're gonna get the type of game that you want to see until we get like a Gears or a Halo, and that's just being real. We won't see that type of stuff till next year. Crunk, tell us what you're expecting from Sony. All right, what am I expecting from Sony? If this is all Microsoft had and this is all that they was talking shit about for this whole entire year, they may be in trouble. I expect Sony to do what Sean Layden said that they're gonna do is what they're gonna do what they did last year. And if they do what they did last year and they don't talk and they show nothing but games and they don't talk at all, Microsoft might be in some trouble. We probably gonna see footage from Spider-Man. We probably gonna see footage of what else? We're probably gonna see Sucker Punch's new game. I got a feeling we're gonna see some new VR games that actually look pretty damn good. Yeah, I don't know about Absolute Slaughter, but First Party is going to rip apart this show. This show will not be about third party, I believe. They're gonna show third party because they have to, but will it dominate the show? Hell fucking no. First Party will be dominating, and you want to know why? What year is this? This is year 4.5, almost 5. This is year 4. Sony always kicks it in the high gear. Year 4, year 5. They start their first party titles start churning, and they start churning out games. And then you got to also realize there are some games we don't know about. There may be some third party titles that we don't know about, and some second party titles we don't know about. We got a Kingdom Hearts trailer early, so I was hoping that was going to be at the show, but that came early. Still haven't heard anything about this Monster Hunter game that everybody keeps talking about that's trademarked. That may be on Sony stage. If Monster Hunter and it's on a PlayStation stage, that shit is going. Ooh, that Monster Hunter is probably gonna be, oh man. And Nintendo cats eat Monster Hunter up, and I got a feeling that PlayStation fans will as well. And also, like my man Jason Elliott said, if they show Last of Us 2 gameplay, I'm gonna need Neil Druckmann to walk on stage, say Last of Us 2, and then drop the mic, and then walk to stage left. And then that's it. They ain't gotta say nothing else. They ain't gotta say nothing else. Also, Activision. I saw on N4G, Activision has an announcement for Crash. Y'all know Crash comes out this month, if I believe. Crash 1, 2, and 3. You know what I'm saying? And Warped is like, I think is it Warped? That's my favorite Crash Bandicoot game. So They said they have an announcement. So I'm thinking either it's going to be a new Crash or maybe a Crash Team Racing. I don't know. I'm praying, hoping. We'll see. I'll take that if they gonna slide that to me. I get that. I think next month. Yeah, I think it's next month, but I'm not for sure. But if we can, they said they have an announcement, so we know it's gonna be on Sony stage. That's gonna be the only talking that they need to say anything about. So yeah, man, Microsoft, really good show. Really good show. Still had some ups and downs, some pacing issues, but overall, I give them they get a B for effort from me because the effort was there. They showed a lot of games. They weren't exclusive like I hoped, but they did show a lot of fucking games, and they went over their 90 minutes too. I think they went over their 90 minutes by like 12 minutes. So yeah, I say a 7.5 to a 8, and that's like a B minus for me. Forza always looked good, yes, though, but I feel Xbox E3 was good based on all the E3s they had this gen. I believe that same sentiment. I'm giving the same thing, but they should have showed more gameplay and showed the true power. Yeah, I'm with you on that. They didn't show enough games. I feel it was more. They more showcased third party than they did their own games. Third party stuck out way more than their own IPs, which I thought wasn't a good thing. But not taking nothing away from Microsoft. I enjoyed the conference, except for a couple of things pacing wise. I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna get up off of here. I'm gonna go eat, take a slight nap because I think Bethesda comes on at 12 a.m. my time. So I gotta catch at least a nap or get me something to eat, chill out for a little while. But thanks for I have about 15, 16 people in here. Shouts out to the people who want to watch this afterwards. Microsoft gets a B minus to a 7.58 for me. Solid conference. Best conference they've had this generation. They showed a lot of games, a lot of PC games coming to the platform. They showed a lot of third-party marketing deals, first on Xbox, and they showed some first-party games that got dates, and then some that got pushed back to 2018. But overall, not a bad show. And they even showed Japanese games on there. You know what I'm saying? I give them props for that. So I'm gonna leave y'all, man. I'm gonna be back on here. I may be on here later tonight after Bethesda, but 9 times out of 10, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wake up early in the morning and do a video for Bethesda. I'm gonna take notes, and then I'll probably do a video, and it'll be up in the morning for y'all, and then y'all can watch that. And I think Ubisoft goes, and then you already know who goes last. Sony, the king, my fangirl coming out. Sony comes on at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so that y'all know. Me and my council crew, we gonna be crazy in here tomorrow. It's gonna be like my boy Jabbar said, it's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a movie tomorrow. I was hoping Microsoft lights a candle or a fucking anything up under Sony's ass. This didn't do it, but it was a start. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate all of y'all, man. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'm out.